Hi, all of my friends. Hello. It is so good to see you. I am so excited to be back. And of course, I'm back with our new little addition. If you are new, welcome to my channel here. My name is Rainbow, and I have been on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus to have this little guy. He is 2 months old tomorrow, so I took a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather, but I'm back. I'm happy to be back. He was born early, but I'm gonna get into that in a second. Today, I just wanted to say hello and come back and give you guys an update and let you know how we're adjusting as a new family of 6. That is wild to say. It's always a little bit of an adjustment when you welcome a new baby. For us, this is baby number 4. And yeah, I'm feeling really ready to be back. I'm feeling those creative juices flowing. I missed you guys all so much, and I'm really excited to come back to YouTube. So I figured I would just sit down and chat with you just for a couple minutes while I have a second here before I have to go change you. Everybody's doing yard work today, so I've got the house to myself kind of. They're all until somebody needs me, so I'm gonna try and be quick. First of all, birth video is coming. I filmed, and this was the first birth that I caught on camera. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the sneak peek of his birth. It was beautiful. It was amazing. And I hope to get that video to you guys this weekend. So look out for that. But like I said, well, first of all, if you haven't seen any of my videos since I was pregnant, this is Zephyr. His name is Zephyr Bear. Hey. Yes, we went with another strange name. My name is Rainbow. I get to name my kids whatever I want. Of course, I'm gonna name my kids something a little strange. No, we love it. It means gentle breeze. It's another Greek name. It just so happens to be another Z name. There was no correlation there. We liked it. But anyway, he came early, and this was my first early baby. So if you guys have been around, you know that I have never had a baby before 40 weeks before. I did feel different. I do want to sit down and actually maybe share my birth story, but from my perspective and talk about it, but that'll be a different video. I felt different going into it, and I just had this gut feeling. So I moved my blessing way, which is like a spiritual baby shower, up a whole week. And I was like, can we do it this weekend? I just feel strange. And we did, and sure enough, 2 days later, my water broke at 36 weeks and 6 days. And his birth story is kind of funny and kind of crazy. That's why I wanted to sit down. I did share it on Instagram. Oh my goodness. Of course, trying to film this video, a little bit of chaos happens. We had a baby blowout. My camera turned off because I have been using the app on my watch, and I must have accidentally hit the button while I was shifting him. That's my bad. Okay. Anyway, where were we? I was explaining how we moved the blessing way up, and then sure enough, 2 days after we moved the blessing day up and we had our blessing way, well, my blessing way, I guess, then my water broke at 36 weeks and 6 days, and he was born at 37 weeks and 1 day on June 6th. So he was 20 days early. The story is wild. I can't wait to sit down and share it with you guys and just talk about it. If you want to read it, you can go check out my Instagram, and I have his birth story there. You can find it in the highlight labeled birth, but then also if you just scroll down, you'll find all of the birth posts. But I really did enjoy taking a little bit of a break to just get used to having a new rhythm with the family and figuring out what our new rhythm was. It was a little bit of a challenge at the very beginning, just because within the first 2 weeks of him being born, and because he was so early, this was a little bit scarier. We hadn't had anybody in, and the kids didn't go out anywhere, but somehow they all got a fever, and they got sick twice in a 2-week period. I have no idea where it came from. Thankfully it was mild, but the baby and I had to isolate every time that happened. And it was really, really tough, but thankfully Cody was here. And then I had my amazing women's circle. They were feeding us. We had a meal train. People were taking care of us and just really caring for our family, and it was so helpful. And it made this adjustment to 4 kids so seamless feeling, and I felt so supported, and I have felt so supported this entire postpartum. And it has been just the biggest blessing ever. But now that he is 8 weeks old, I'm feeling like I'm getting a hang of our rhythm. He's napping right now, down in his bassinet on the main floor, and Mackenzie's with him. And there's more predictability now. We go to bed, and he's honestly, he's such an easy baby, And it makes me feel a little bit bad saying that because I don't want people to hate me. But listen, I feel like all my babies were pretty easy. They still woke up like every 1 to 2 hours through the night, and they would nurse and all of that. And he just sleeps right from the get-go, like 4-5 hours stretches, and he'd be fine. And he's been growing and gaining so much weight, so I feel like we just haven't had to worry about it. Like, he's almost 13 pounds and he's 8 weeks old, and he was 7 pounds 14 ounces when he was born. So yeah, he has been such an easy baby, and he's very much a fourth baby where he just sleeps through all the chaos and all the noise, and he's just adjusted so seamlessly, and the kids are so in love with him. Zeg is doing so well being a big brother, and we're just really learning what this new rhythm is as a family of 6, and it's been a really big blessing, all of it. Like, I was a little bit worried isn't the right word, but going from 3 to 4 kids wasn't so much my concern, but like 2 under 2 was new to me. But it has been a really nice adjustment, especially now that like I'm not in my rest period anymore, because I did my 40 days of rest, and that was really lovely. And then when we were done the 40 days of rest, we went on a family trip to the river as our first outing, and we're going to the zoo this week for our 14th wedding anniversary. It's like a big family outing, and I'm going to share a video from both of those trips with you next week. I'm excited to just like, there were some really cute clips. But yeah, now that I'm like on the go again and doing everything, the adjustment has been really beautiful. It's busy, but it's really fulfilling. Like, my heart is so happy. And people always say like, oh, after your 3rd kid you don't really know, like, it's not that hard of an you don't notice it. It's not that hard of an adjustment to go to 4 or more. It just kind of flows. And I've really found that to be true this time with baby number 4 being added. He's just a light in our lives, and he's just fit in so easily, and we're having a great time. Long story short, I feel like I could blab about you for hours because I have so much to say and I want to say it, but I'm going to just slow myself down, and I'm going to sit down and talk about the birth and everything like that in a different video. Today I want to come back. I want to say welcome. I want to thank you for being patient with me while I took my break, and I want to take you guys along and just show you how we're adapting and adjusting to this new life as a family of 6.
And for the time being, it is still appropriate for me to do this.
It does just look
Why
a
does he
little
always
thin.
look like he's guilty? Well, what a great video, huh, guys? I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching this video.
It has been a bit of a busy morning and afternoon. Zeg wasn't wanting to go for a nap. Nap times are kind of crazy right now. That's been my biggest struggle with adapting to 2 under 2, is nap time is really challenging, but it is a long weekend and Cody's home for 3 days in a row, which is wonderful. So we're in the middle of our long weekend right now, and so we're just having a casual relaxed time. We went for a drive to get Zeg to go to sleep because he just like wouldn't go down at nap time, and we know like he's not big enough to be able to just skip the nap. He will just crash, and he's our first kid to just fall asleep anywhere. It's very new to us. It's hilarious, but he would have just fallen asleep. So we went and we needed to get some milk because I'm gonna make crepes for our anniversary breakfast tomorrow. So we needed more milk, and we were like, hey, well, let's just go out, get the milk we need, grab a little bit of groceries, we'll go for a drive. I'll sit in the car with the boys, the baby boys, and he can nap a little bit. So at least he gets a little refresh before the rest of the day so he doesn't fall asleep, and he'll go to bed for us, hopefully. So everybody's just kind of hanging out. Grayson and Zeg are gonna go play in the backyard and blow some bubbles for a little bit, and Mackenzie and Cody and Zephyr are just relaxing on the couch. Zeph is having a little nap on Cody. I'm sure Cody might close his eyes and have a little rest. I'm just in the laundry room doing some laundry because I'm trying to catch up because I don't want to do any chores tomorrow for our anniversary. That one thing that has been keeping my sanity and making me feel like this whole month is about preparing for September, because I'm gonna be homeschooling again, and I'm trying to get really organized so that I feel confident in my ability to handle all of these things that I handle on a day-to-day, like keeping our home and keeping everybody alive, but then also schooling the kids. We need to start building like credits for high school with Mackenzie, and it's just a lot this year. I'm also launching a new section of my website and this new exciting kind of venture that I'm going to talk about later with my birth work, and I'm really excited for that. But it's a lot of work right now. So something I have done to help me kind of mitigate that is I created a rhythm, a homemaking rhythm, kind of a cleaning schedule, but softer. You know, I'm all about rhythms. We're very Waldorf inspired from like our younger days with Mackenzie and Grayson when they were little. And we've just carried that through for our homeschooling, for our just the way our family runs. If you've been following me on Instagram or maybe even TikTok, I've been sharing kind of tips on how to incorporate rhythms into your own family through the days. So something I did was I made this printable, and I will put the link down below. It's on my website and it's less than a cup of coffee. Then it's yours forever and you can print off as many as you like. I'll show it to you guys when I go downstairs after I'm done doing some laundry. And every day has an intention, so it's just a little bit more intentional, a little more rhythmic, and not so like rigid cleaning schedule. But it's I've made it to build into each day. And I made it for me, but I also made it for you because I made it to help moms like me and moms who just want a little more organization in their life and who are the primary homemakers and can't function in a mess, because I cannot. It makes my brain feel crazy. But each day has like a gentle intention, and again, I'll show you in a minute. But they're made to build, so each day is like an hour of cleaning and it slowly builds into each other. So by the end of the week, you have a really clean house, even though you're just dedicating small amounts of time per day. And then there's also like a monthly section and a weekly section and a daily section. So like, I find it super helpful since I've been following that again, and I actually created it and I put it in a sleeve so I can just check it off with a dry erase marker. There's also a matching meal plan. So that has made a world of a difference. So since it's our anniversary tomorrow, I'm trying to get ahead of my chores a little bit so I don't have to do any cleaning tomorrow. So I'm taking advantage of the boys playing outside and of the baby napping on Cody right now. And yeah, it's been making this transition to 4 kids so much easier. Let me know down below how you function. I'm a person where if like my outside is cluttered, my mind feels cluttered. Do you function well in the mess, or do you feel like the mess needs to be cleaned? Because I used to be really, really crazy type A about it, and it wasn't a healthy way to be. So this rhythm and this like cleaning rhythm and doing a little bit at a time, this has been like my healthy balance. So I'm not obsessive over it, and I'm still enjoying my kids, and I'm still enjoying my family and baking and doing all the things I love, but still maintaining the mess and not letting it grow into this big thing. So let me know how you are, and if you're like me, or if you are okay with the mess, or how you feel about that, because I'm always interested to hear how everybody handles that. Since having another baby, obviously our house has to kind of adapt, not only our routine and our cleaning rhythms and our schedule, but our like setup of the house as well. So I wanted to show this to you because I know I filmed that video about our co-sleeping situation and how we were going to arrange this, and this is what we settled on. We bought Zag a new bed, and I scored this on Marketplace. You guys know I love a good thrift. I scored this like old school, not old school, it's the older version of this IKEA bed. You can get a newer updated version from IKEA if you're wondering. I've had a lot of questions about it since I shared a photo on Instagram. We basically made one giant bed. Let me show you. So we've pulled this bed close to our bed so that he can get used to sleeping in his own space, and then we'll slowly move it over to its spot. So we have Zaggy sleeping here so that if he crawls into bed, Cody's here. And then I sleep here with the baby right here. And then when he's a little bit bigger, we'll put him in his little sidecar crib. But also, if I'm watching a show or writing or journaling or reading or something like that, or like Cody and I are watching a movie and eating snacks and we don't want him like right up there, we can put him in the sidecar crib. It's just working really well. Oh, somebody is sad. 1 second. Yeah, that's currently working really well for us. I'm sure it will adapt as we need the adaptation. I also wanted to show you something else I did to help me in preparation for September. You guys know I love to thrift, like I just said. I am scoring on Marketplace this year, or this summer, I guess. I got this shelf for free, saw it and was like, Cody, please go pick up a marketplace find. Anyway, I put this shelf in our stairwell. I'll show you. Got this big shelf to put in the stairwell. How amazing is that? Totally free. Nothing wrong with it. No scratches, no like dents, nothing aesthetically wrong with it. So I wanted a place to keep all of our board games and some homeschool materials. I haven't put all the stuff in there yet, but like all of our family board games, because we're gonna start incorporating our family movie and board game night again, I'm trying to get the rhythms back in before the school year. This has made all the difference, and now the kids are actually like pulling them out and playing with them, and they're like, oh, we don't want to go play a video game, let's play a board game, or let's break out a puzzle. So I'm loving that. Okay, so I just got the baby down to sleep. He woke up, I nursed him. Now Mackenzie is outside in the yard with Zag. She's gardening and just hanging out there with him for a minute. Cody's having a little nap on the couch. Grayson's off to my side coloring. I'm gonna sit down, or I'm not gonna sit down at all. I'm gonna stand here and make some muffins, but I wanna share this because it is the biggest game changer since I've had Zeph. That has been so handy, and it's thanks to one of my friends who dropped off. She was part of our meal train. We had our friends come together from our women's circle and even outside of the women's circle, and they put together a meal train for us, and so we had meals for a week dropped off, and snacks, and oh my goodness, the baked goods that everybody dropped off was insane and the best postpartum. But one of my friends made this muffin mix, homemade muffin mix, and she dropped off not only muffins but the actual muffin mix, and then she gave me the recipe for the muffin mix and then how to use the mix to make muffins, and it has been the handiest thing. I put it in this big coconut oil container because one recipe fits perfectly in here for my muffin mix, and it has cut down on baking time so much because I basically don't buy any pre-made snacks for the kids anymore. I'm baking like everything because I just like to. I would rather them be eating something homemade. So I need to make some muffins because we're going to the zoo tomorrow and I want to bring snack, but I need to make some more mix. But it's just amazing, and the only ingredient that was like a little new to me was I'll show you. It called for dehydrated egg powder. I had never made any, and I was like, how do you make this? What is this? She's a farmer and she has some of the most wonderful recipes. And so I learned how to make egg powder. And so you just dehydrate eggs. You just whip them up and dehydrate them, and then you blend them, and it turns it into this egg powder, and they go into the muffin mix. So all you need to add is water and like melted butter or oil and the fruit or whatever muffins you're making, like chocolate chips or blueberries or whatever. And it has made the best muffins. They're so delicious, and it is just so smart to like make your own bulk batch of mixes. You can do this pancake mix, brownie mix, muffins, all sorts of stuff, and then it makes it so much easier to make something from scratch because you've made your little scratch mix already. So anyway, I wanted to share that because it's just changed everything. I'm gonna make some muffins. But I also said I was going to share my cleaning rhythm with you, so I'm going to show you my homemaking rhythm and the matching meal plan because I keep it on my fridge in a little laminate. You know how you can buy those press, like instant laminate things? Get them at the dollar store where you just put your page in and you just seal it in this plastic sleeve. So this is my homemaking rhythm. And you can buy this in the link below. Again, it's less than a cup of coffee, but I put so much effort into this, into making it intentional and rhythmic. So you have like Mindful Monday and Tidy Tuesday and Wellness Wednesday, Thoughtful Thursday, Fresh Friday, and then a weekend wind down. This is something really important to me. I have this cleaning rhythm set up so you only clean Monday through Friday and you take the weekends to rest. Because you guys know I've been preaching for so long how important rest is. So the rhythm allows for the entire weekend to just be dedicated to family time and rest time, and just so you're having like 2 intentional days a week where you're not constantly cleaning. There's a little bit of tidying for daily. I have a daily section, a weekly section, and a monthly section of just like all the little added things. But then after following this week by week, and especially after a month when you've completed all the monthly tasks, your house will be so clean. So clean. It's amazing. So I will leave that in the link below. And then I also have the matching meal planner. And again, I just put this in a plastic sleeve so that I can use a dry erase marker on it. The meal planner is also available in my shop on my website, so I will link that below. And yeah, those are all the meals. I star what day we're starting on because I was doing the meal plan on a Thursday, and yeah, it does breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack ideas. Anyway, that's how I'm staying sane and keeping my house functional while I have an extra baby and while I have a newborn, but also, you know, 4 kids is a lot of kids, so it is keeping me sane and keeping our house tidy. We have rhythms where we do like a morning cleanup and then like an evening cleanup. We call them power hours. And then I do my chores during the day whenever I have little pockets of time. Obviously right now with Cody being home, it's a lot easier because he can just, you know, hold the baby for his contact nap while I get things done. This morning, Grayson mowed the lawn. Cody cleaned out the garage and did all the recycling and like edged the grass and all the like random little man jobs that needed to be done. He handled all those, so now we just get to rest and make some muffins, and I'm gonna get started on dinner soon. But yeah, this is how I'm staying sane right now.
Okay, the stick
Uh-huh.
and a red eye.
Oh, fair.
And I buried its whole full of spiky weeds that I pulled up from my garden.
Oh, smart. I have volunteer sunflowers. I did not plant those. I planted them last year and they didn't come up, and so a couple of them have volunteered, but they have like multiple flowers on one stem. It's a very weird gardening year. We had a water ban. We had a water main break in Calgary, and we're connected to that water, and there was a water ban for like 3 weeks or something like that. So the garden is not thriving. Are those strawberries? No, that's the other.
Oh yeah, that's our started zucchini.
Okay, weird. Anyway, so like only half this garden bed grew.
Uppies?
We have harvested a bunch of stuff, and my garden is just looking sad because I harvested a bunch and it hasn't rained. We're supposed to finally get rain tonight. We get really, really hot, and so the zucchini right there shocks like this, and then it'll come back. Sorry, keep going in and out, but it looks like, look how big my tomatoes are. Everything is so stunted this year because we had a very, very warm beginning to the spring, where we had like a warm period and then it got really cold and it stayed cold really late, and then it got really hot all of a sudden, and it has stunted so many things. I have 1 zucchini so far. We had peas and stuff like that, but it has not been a good gardening year, and sometimes that just happens. Also, we just had a baby, so like Mackenzie has mostly been doing the entire garden, and she has been the one carrying the load of the garden. Oh, that's my muffins. So yeah, it's not thriving, but whatever, we do our best. Beautiful. I did 1 pan of blueberry and 1 pan of mixed berry. I was short 1 muffin, so they look so nice. Delicious. I've been craving mixed berry things. I don't know, that flavor is just really delicious to me in this postpartum period. But anyway, yeah, the garden didn't thrive this year. It just is what it is. This is my zucchini. My 1 zucchini so far. We'll get more. I might like replant some stuff. Like obviously, if you've seen in the background, I've got a ton of oregano. Some of the garden that looks rough, that's just, I have an enormous oregano bush, and I chop it down. I've chopped it down twice this year so far, and it'll come back and be this huge bush. I will try and remember to film it and show you guys what it looks like when it's like full and ready to harvest. Yeah, the lawn, like everybody's grass is like dying from the water ban and the weird heat, and then we had smoke from forest fires. It's just been a weird growing year. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll get a little bit more grow time into the fall. Usually not, because we frost really early, really hard here. So we shall see. Maybe some peas and kale and stuff like that we can replant and get a fall harvest. But we'll see. Okay, it's time for me to make dinner. I'm gonna make some spaghetti. I'm gonna wake my napping husband up, and we're gonna get on with our evening. Yeah?
Duck. Duck.
Where? What do you see?
Duck. Duck. Duck.
Found it.
We're eating spaghetti because we love spaghetti and salad.
Yo!
And Cody's eating steak. And he's trying to make lobster for himself.
I've never made it before, and I want to give it a shot. It's like, so, it's not frozen, it's just like icy right now, so like, let's just...
He's going to experiment, but we like spaghetti and he doesn't eat noodles,
Okay.
so
We also
We-
have avocado salad.
yes, an avocado
I
salad.
like the avocado salad.
Well, you're gonna eat the avocado salad regardless.
Cody doesn't eat noodles, so whenever we are enjoying noodles, Cody makes himself something else. Usually a steak, because that's his jam.
Yeah,
He's a steak guy,
steak and lobster, apparently.
apparently.
Yeah, never done this before.
Pre-make it so that, although like
It's good.
I'm sure like I was just teasing him. I'm like, oh, I'm eating spaghetti, you're eating steak and lobster. Like that's nice of you. I hate seafood with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I can't handle it.
Fiery
And
They make me
yes,
gag.
yeah, Cody can't handle.
It's a textural
He
issue.
can't even handle the sound of the
Oh my
noodles.
god, like you guys are eating now, and I'm like about to put on headphones so I can cook. Because like, it kills me.
Yeah.
Kills me too at night.
It's the worst.
Welcome to
I love
the
all of you, but like...
welcome to an ADHD household.
Oh yeah, man.
Dinner is done. We've put the babies to bed. They are sleeping, and now we're gonna spend some time with our big kids. We're gonna play a board game, do a little family game night, and then go continue on with our adult evening, put them to bed. It has been a lovely day welcoming you guys back and coming back to YouTube. So excited to be back. Definitely look out for this weekend's video. Remember, I'm gonna post the birth vlog, and I'm very excited for that. I'm going to do my very best to show up here on Thursdays and consistently come once a week. It's something I'm really trying to prioritize and put in my schedule, so I'm really excited to see you guys more often, and you'll have to let me know, how have you all been? How are you doing? What have I missed? I don't know how much I've missed. One of those things where I've been so happy and have been having so much fun that I could have missed all of the cool things and I would have never cared. But definitely let me know how you guys have been. I love catching up with you guys. How has your summer been? I hope things are well with all of you. Remember that if you're interested in either my meal plan or my homemaking rhythm or both, the links will be down below, or you can just go to rainbowmiller.com and click the shop in the corner and you will find it in there as well. We are so happy to have our sweet little Zeffy with us now, and I'm so excited to just share him and share some fun videos with you guys of him growing up too. I'm gonna have to start doing some little update videos like I did with the other kids, which I should probably get on now that he's 2 months. Anyway, thank you guys for being here with me today. So appreciated, and I had so much fun filming today and just being back in the groove of things. Until next time, I hope you are all really well. We'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.